everyone, I'm Jen Sands, the DLC at High Plain Elementary. This tutorial will demonstrate how to add a Google Drive assignment in Schoology. So here I am in my sandbox course in Schoology to show you how to do this. And you're going to be wanting to add a Google Drive assignment if you want students to complete an individual copy of something that you have in Google. So they're going to complete and fill out their own Google document. They're going to complete and fill out their own Google slide deck, that kind of thing. This does not work for Google Forms at this time. So if I want to add an assignment, I of course need to be in the materials section of my course, and then I'm going to go to add materials. I'm going to add an assignment. It's just a specialized kind of assignment. And once the assignment pop-up window opens, you'll see that you can assign from an app. This is where that Google Drive assignments is. I'm going to give my assignment a name. I'm going to call it the same thing as the Google slide deck that I'm going to attach. Blanket of air. You could give your assignment a description here. Don't forget that this down here, you could do an audio video recording of some directions if you want to really give your students some specific directions with your voice or your face attached to them. When it comes to attaching the assignment from my Google Drive, I'm going to click right on Google Drive Assignments. If you have not done this before, you will have to allow it to connect. There'll be a little button that comes up that says connect and allow, and there might be 3 steps there. You want to say yes, 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 you're allowed to talk to each other, basically. And then what you'll notice is that this is not a very functional listing of all of the stuff in my Google Drive. Often you'll have the most recent thing at the top and you can scroll down to find what you want, but it's better to just go up here and search in your Google Drive for what you want. So here's blanket of air. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click attach. Now it shows up here, blanket of air. There's my Google slide deck, and it tells me right here, this will create a copy of your file for each student. That's what I want. I can add a due date if I'd like. Maybe this is due on Friday. I have to do a category. You can choose one of your grading categories. At the bottom, don't forget that this is where you could individually assign this to maybe a grading group, like cohort A or cohort B, or individual students if you've made some modifications or accommodations. This green means it's published right away. If I don't want it to be published to my students right away, I have to click that so it's not published, and then remember to go back in and publish it later. I'm just going to leave it published for now. I create, and then it's going to populate at the very bottom of my course material listings. So if I go down to the bottom here, if I click on this, you'll notice that the look of Schoology changes slightly. I tell my students that when they go to a Google assignment in Schoology, it's almost like a nesting doll. Schoology is at the top, and then Google will sort of be nested inside of Schoology. For my teacher view, I've got what the assignment is, and I could click on this. It would pop open in a new window what my actual slide deck looks like. I can see students who are in progress, what they're working on, and I can see the submissions. When students click on this Google Drive assignment, they get the same Schoology up on the tippy top, and then here they will have a button that says My Document, and they'll have to click on that to work. If they click there's like a little pop-up that they can actually go out and have it be full screen instead of being nested within Schoology. They just need to remember to come back to Schoology to turn in their assignment. So here is my breadcrumbs to get back to my sandbox. I can go back to my sandbox. And that is how you create a Google Drive assignment in Schoology. Thank you for watching. If you have additional questions, please reach out to the digital learning team.